Hello all. Alright, overnight we had a little bit of rain, and I mean little, mostly just drizzle. Let's take a look and see how well the rain soaked into the ground. We'll do it right here. Well, as you can see, it soaked in the ground a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch. So we haven't had rain since December, so that's good. We had some, but unfortunately in a couple days it'll be warm again in the 70s and 80s, maybe in the inland areas, and all this rain will all evaporate. It just wasn't enough. Now, today's forecast is severe winds, high winds gust up to 50 miles an hour, and then rain tonight. So they forecast, but I doubt there'll be much. Let's go up here and do a video. So yesterday I put on a video about the Ukraine nuclear power plants and how war was obsolete because you can't bomb a nuclear power plant. And I mentioned a few of them that were in direct line of the conflict, front line. And last night Russia bombed the nuclear power plant that I thought would get bombed, and no radiation leaks yet. The thing is that you don't bomb a nuclear power plant no matter what country you are, especially when you're right on the border of Russia, where all that nuclear fallout will come to Russia. They bombed their own country, basically, with nuclear power. What a bunch of idiots. I think humans have gone completely insane, and there's no rational thinking at all anymore. When you go and start lobbing bombs into a nuclear power station, Ukraine has 15 nuclear reactors. And Russia doesn't seem to care. They can bomb anything. They're Russia. And Putin is a madman. And probably has always been a madman. That's why he keeps stealing the election. Why, when I do a video, all these planes decide to show up? Anyway, so it's kind of a short video today, but it's insane that Russia would bomb a nuclear power station overnight. In the dark. And the problem is that nuclear power plants can sometimes have radioactive waste scattered around the plant. And when you blow up bombs right next to it, all that nuclear radiation ends up in the air. Just like at Chernobyl, when they went into Chernobyl and started bombing and shooting, and tanks were flying over the ground, disturbing the ground and making dust of nuclear dust. So all the soldiers that went through there are exposed to radiation. How stupid can we get? I really wonder what's the problem here with the brain. Is it our plastic pollution that's causing all this insanity around the world? And I know the nations right now are trying to come up with a treaty to ban plastic, one use and all that, but it's too little too late kind of thing. Plastic pollution is all over the planet, and plastic, as you know, doesn't go away ever. It just keeps breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces. And when it does that, it releases all of its toxic chemicals into the water, surrounding lakes and rivers, and then into the ocean, where the poor oceans are really taking a beating because of all this. But back to our original subject, bombing a nuclear reactor. I honestly think that pretty soon it's going to be too late and nuclear war will break out if we cannot stop this war. It's the only way it's going to happen. And the right-wing nutballs here in the U.S. are calling for a no-fly zone, which would mean that NATO is in direct conflict with Russia. Two nuclear powers, the most powerful nuclear nations on the world, fighting with each other. Insanity. Why? Why so much insanity? It's really cold today, and it does look like there might be some mist and drizzle on the way, so I think I better get on back and put up a short video. But your comments on this are definitely welcome, and I do appreciate the comments on the last video. And the ups, the downs, the new subscribers, definitely. And until next time.